Today, we're diving into a really powerful but also incredibly simple idea from writer Yashpal Singla. And honestly, it might just change the way you see, well, everything. It all boils down to this one sentence. You are not you. You are just playing you. Now, that might sound a little strange at first, but hidden inside this phrase is a profound secret to liberation. It's a key to unlocking a life with so much less struggle. So, could it really be that simple? What if just remembering this one little insight could free us from that daily grind of anxiety, all that insecurity, and that constant inner conflict? Let's dig in and find out.
Okay, so how do we wrap our heads around this? Well, the source gives us this fantastic analogy that I think we can all relate to, looking at life as a kind of video game.
Think about any game you've ever played. You know there's a clear difference, right? There's you, the player, that's your true self, the one holding the controller, and then there's the avatar on the screen. That avatar lives inside the game's world. It's got rules, it's got missions, strengths, weaknesses, but here's the thing, you never mistake that character for your actual self.
And this is where it gets really interesting. Think about the avatar's mindset. If your character is a zombie, what does it do? It bites and chases. There's no guilt. If it's a warrior, it just fights the zombies. No overthinking, no worrying about karma. The only focus is to play the role well and finish the mission. It's all just part of the game.
It's just so obvious in a video game, isn't it? We'd never confuse ourselves with the pixels on the screen. But in the game of life, something very strange happens. We completely forget.
And that brings us to what we can call the identity trap. This is the exact moment that one simple mistake, forgetting who we are, becomes the source of so much of our daily suffering.
It all starts the moment we begin to really believe thoughts like these. I am this body. I am this identity. This story of mine, this is who I truly am. And look, it's an easy trap to fall into, right? We're taught from day one to build and defend who we are. But this idea suggests that this is the precise starting point for all of our pain.
So what does that actually look like in our day-to-day lives? Well, we start comparing ourselves to everyone. We get super attached to our beliefs and have to defend our ideas. We cling to identities, resist change, fear loss, and we're always looking for validation from others. We feel insecure. We carry all this stress. And the huge insight here is that these feelings aren't there because life is just hard. They're there because we've confused ourselves, the player, with the character we're playing.
And the results of this confusion are very, very real. It's not some abstract idea. It shows up as real anxiety, endless overthinking, deep emotional pain, and this constant feeling of being trapped, like we're in a permanent identity crisis.
And all of it, every single bit, comes from forgetting that one simple truth we started with.
So here's the big question. What happens when we actually remember? Let's take a look at the incredible shift that happens when the game of life stops being a burden and actually becomes a joy.
The change is just profound. All of a sudden, acceptance feels natural. Your reactions to things become so much lighter. The world doesn't feel like such a threatening place anymore. Judgment just kind of disappears. Stress loses its grip on you. And maybe best of all, life stops feeling so intensely personal. It's not about trying to be positive. It's just what happens when your perspective shifts.
And this amazing insight doesn't just apply to you. It extends to every single person you meet. You start to see that their actions aren't personal attacks on you. No, they're just a character playing out their role in the game. And that changes everything.
And the key here is realizing that we're all just characters playing our parts, each in our own unique way. Some people are aware they're in a game. Most of us, we're completely lost in our character. Some play with grace, others stumble through it. Many are playing their part with a lot of pain. And then there are a few who play with this incredible sense of joy and freedom.
So when you finally get that everyone is just playing their assigned role, you stop fighting the script. You let go of all that resistance, and you start to flow with the game, instead of constantly pushing against it.
Okay, this all sounds really good in theory, right? But how do we actually apply this in the middle of our chaotic, busy lives? Well, luckily, there's a simple but really powerful practice for doing just that. And the practice itself is incredibly easy. First, just at random times during the day, maybe you're stuck in traffic or you feel that wave of stress from an email, just pause, stop. Second, remind yourself of that core truth. I am not me. I'm just playing the character of me. And third, just let that thought sink in for a second. You can literally feel the heaviness of the moment start to dissolve when you remember it's all just a scene in the game.
It's not some long, complicated meditation. It's a quick, in-the-moment reset. Because when you look at it this way, that's what this all is, a beautifully constructed virtual reality. It's a cosmic, multiplayer game where every challenge is just a mission, every relationship is a storyline, and every tough situation is just a new level to be played. And when this realization really truly takes root in your being, the payoff is just magnificent. Life becomes light, your actions become joyful. Suffering just doesn't feel so deep anymore. A sense of playfulness comes back into your life. Fear starts to dissolve, and freedom begins to blossom.
So it all comes back to this one central truth. You are not the character on the screen. You are the consciousness playing the character.
And the most amazing part? You are free the very moment you remember that.
So I'll leave you with this one last thought to carry with you. What if, all this time, the whole point wasn't to struggle and strain to perfect the character you're playing, but was simply to enjoy the game?